friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Trisha. If you are new, this is my channel, Throughout Threads, where I talk about crafting and other things that I'm interested in. Today is a FLOSSTUBE update. I'm super excited because I have been able to squeeze in some stitching. I attended a local cross stitch retreat a few weekends ago, a couple weekends ago. It was amazing. I managed to squeak out a finish while I was there, or the next day. I've done some knitting, so I'm gonna share that as well, and a little bit of a plan for a new start. So we will go ahead and get started. Thanks for stopping by, and if you're new, thanks for taking a chance. Hope you like what you see. Let's get going. Okay, so a couple weekends ago, I went to the Michigan Stitchers Retreat, which is literally across town from where I live. I spent 3 glorious evenings in a hotel room. During the day, I spent time in the stitching room, chatting with other like-minded individuals, and sometimes I would poof disappear just because I wanted to go back to my room and like chill out. It was amazing. It was a little weird. My first retreat since COVID, and it was kind of strange for me being back out in the wild like that. So I honestly had tons of anxiety when I got to the hotel room, so much so that this hotel offers like people-less check-in and cardless entry to your room, and I did all of those things. 1, it's cool, but 2, I just didn't want to talk to anybody. So I checked into my hotel room probably 3 or 4 hours before I got there, and I signed up for the key card on my phone. I did not talk to a front desk person my entire time there. It was great. Anyway, it was so good. Jennifer, if you watch, you did an amazing job per usual. I've already signed up for next year's retreat. I'm super excited. It was a good time. And while I was there, I worked on an older whip. It was a Stitch Mania whip from 2 years ago, I think. And all I had left was a bunch of fill-in. I'm going to show you. This is my finish, and I'm excited. It is Coffee First by Brenda Gervais, and like I said, I started this, I think, in 2019. It might not have been Stitch Mania, but I feel like it was, because I didn't do Stitch Mania. I don't know when it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that it was a work in progress, a whip, and now it's a finished object. And here we go. Oh, here we go. Let's try it this way. So this is stitched on 32 count linen. It's something by Witchelt, but it's not one of the really stiff ones. It's soft. It's very soft and smooth. But I know it's from Witchelt. Some of the called for colors, some not so much. I mostly subbed my own. And yeah, here we go. I want to finish it probably in a very similar manner. And the last time I showed this on a video, some lovely soul, Kathy the lovely soul, sent me some spoons charms to go with it. So I have 4 to choose from, a couple brass, a couple silver. I don't know which ones I'm going to use, but I'm still so thankful for that, because I was going to have to source those, and apparently she had some extras which look just like that one there. So I'm excited to finish that. Never, because you know I don't FFO anything, but in my head I'm gonna finish this. Never. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will finish it sometime. So that felt really good because, you know, I haven't been stitching a whole lot, and just, it felt like I needed a little bit of a crafty win, you know? While I was at the retreat, I did pull out another newer start. This is from this is from the Fall Needlework Expo. And let me just fix my threads. It is Winter Whites by Summer House Stitchworks. It's this drum keep. And then I also have finishing kit. This is available in my Etsy shop in case you're interested and you want to stitch it with me. So Winter Whites, here it is flat, here it is as a pin keep. I also snagged the finishing kit so I can finish it not as a pin keep, as a drum. So when I started it before the retreat, but I took this as one of the pieces to work on, and I worked on this for a couple days before I pulled out the one that I finished. So this is where we're at. Also, no, not the same. Oh look, it has a tag. I'm stitching this on 32 count Selkie from Under the Sea Fabrics. This pattern is 3 colors. It's beautiful. This brown, this yellowish green, and then the white. It is so pretty. So I think I'm about halfway. Probably less, because I haven't done any of that border. Nonetheless, it was good progress, and I enjoyed it. Before my last FLOSSTUBE update, I actually had other projects that I had worked on that I didn't show, I think, because I found them later, because I'm extremely disorganized, because I have stitchy stuff everywhere. So I'm going to show you those as well. This is Ye Old Crow Sampler by Heart and Hand. I started this over the summer at some time when I was just desperately wanting to start stitching again and was having a really hard time finding my groove. I'm stitching this in hand. Oh, doesn't look like, I don't know what kind of fabric this is. It looks like a Picture This Plus, but I don't know that it is. And I'm using the called for threads, which is Weeks Dye Works Onyx. Ooh, I had a little fly next to me. And this is all I have done. Soon to become my bed project, maybe. I haven't really been stitching. I still haven't been stitching tons, let alone in bed. I go to bed and go to sleep. Because I'm tired. My brain. Also, after, I don't remember. I don't know that this, I think this was Spring Market. Hello from, is that hello from? Yes. Hello from Liz Mathews. I think this was Spring Expo, Needlework Expo. I don't remember. It wasn't fall. It wasn't the Fall Expo because I have all those behind me. So this was definitely from spring. Yeah. I think I have some of these in my shop too. If you want to stitch along with me, I am using my own color. So her, my palm itches. Liz suggests Thread Gatherers Silk and Color Smokestack. I am using the Gentle Art Black Crow, and it is on a piece of something. This looks to be Ship's Manor, one of the Prim colors. I don't know what color, and I really thought that I would have written it down, but I surely did not, that I can see. Nope, doesn't look like it. So some light blue Prim color. This is all I have done. I love this project so much. This design, it is so beautiful. It's just something about the simplicity of it. It just makes it so pretty to me. I will get back to that eventually. It kind of reminds me, it feels like a fall piece to me. It doesn't look like a fall piece. I don't know if it's the whole Be Thankful vibe. It's definitely not something that I would just display in the fall, but to me it just, like I'm being called to go back to it right now because it's fall and Thanksgiving is coming up soon. That was a new start. I also started a pattern by Becky Nolan, Lucy Bean, and this was a fall Expo release. Just Pray, just cracks me up. And it says, I don't know who used my fabric scissors, but I will find you. So I got started on this. Don't know whose fabric it is. Really, lately when I have been starting stuff, I usually write it down. But clearly I am falling off the mark. So I don't know what fabric this is. Ooh. And I didn't get very far, and I am using, I'm not sure it's the best idea, I'm using Krynic. So this is Krynic 105C, number 4, and this is all I got done. But I like it because it looks shiny, like scissors, right? I'll get back to that eventually. It's so cute. It's not a very involved piece, so it shouldn't be difficult to finish. That's what she said. Okay, moving on. Another start from Fall Expo. I remember, so I met Holly for the first time at Fall Expo. I'm sure she met a lot of people, so I don't expect that she remembers me at all. But I told her that this was the winning design of Expo. I fell in love with this as soon as I saw it. I knew that I wanted it for myself, also available in my shop. So is that one. Just started it, I think, a week or two ago. I can't really remember. And I haven't been posting anything on my Instagram, which is how I usually tell things. I just wish I were a little bit more organized. And fun fact, I saw Holly again last night. Some stitchers got together last night by invite. Well, we signed up. It wasn't like anything special. It was special. It wasn't like a cool kids thing. Just anyway. So Cozyegg, Michelle, and Eclectic Possessions, Emily C. hosted a Zoom Stitchers Dark October seance last night. And I was lucky enough to sign up in time. So I was really excited. And Holly was there too. And I got to show her on screen, this is my work. Yay. I was super excited about that. So It's fine. Also, this is a shipped Manor piece. Also, don't think I wrote down what month. Because I am a terrible person. Nope, but I wrote down that it was a 32 count and what size it was. So this is where I'm at. Just getting started on the Willow Tree. So I've got one bit of green right here, and this is branch, and this is tree trunk, and then the 3 tombstones. This really is, yeah, this is the color of the fabric. and that's the stitching. And I very much love it. And I'm looking forward to getting back to it. This is what I was working on up until my new start last night at the Dark October Seance, where I stayed up well past my bedtime, but still not as late as some of the other stitchers. It was so nice to see some friends that I haven't seen for a long time, and it was equally as nice to meet some new people and get to chit-chat. Don't know what that goes to. It was lovely, and now that we all know a little bit more about technology, I think we should utilize it more. So hopefully we'll get to do that again soon. What I started last night, which is my most recent start and my most recent work in progress, and I was stitching on it actually up until I started recording this. I wanted to get just a few more pieces done so I could show it. I started La Luna from Cozyegg Designs. This is a chart that Michelle sells on her website. I'll be sure to link it below. I purchased it at least a year ago, possibly longer. And a couple weeks ago, Emily C posted a picture of it on her Instagram, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to find that because I want to stitch it. It's why I bought it. And she's like, yes, you do. And so I thought, how fun to start it last night in a Zoom that Michelle is co-hosting. So I did. And I made really great progress. Oh, it is so much prettier in person. Oh my gosh, get this pattern. It comes together quickly, and the picture does not do it justice. It is so pretty. So here we are. This is 32 count Sea Witch by Under the Sea Fabrics. I am using some of the called for and some I didn't have, so I am subbing, but I don't really think that you can tell. So all that I have left to do is fill in the butterfly. That all is going to be Shutter Green by The Gentle Art. And then fill in the 2 dark sides of the moon with that black color. And then fill in this full moon with gassed parchment. And that's it. So I will get back to this soon because I think it'll be a quick finish, and I already have an idea on how to FFO it. And I might as well tell you what that is. So I have stashed in my basement because as we do, we see things or we want to reuse things. Okay, as I do, I had a chocolate box, like a Whitman's chocolate box, one of those that, you know, it's a good sturdy box. It's a good box. It's a good box. And you know, when you're old like me, you hang on to those good boxes. So I thought this chocolate box, I don't remember if it's hinged or not, but this chocolate box would be really fun to FFO something on. Like I can paint over it somehow. I don't know how, and mount stitching on like sticky board or mat board and lace it, however I feel like doing it. And it could be really cute. What I would do with it, I have no idea. But that's how I want to FFO this. And I just ran across that really good chocolate box again and thought, yeah, I need to do this. So maybe it could be a box to keep like scissors and waxer and needles in. I don't know, like an accoutrement box, right? Who knows? But I'm excited about that. So that is the end of my cross stitch finishes and works in progress. I have also worked a little bit on knitting, so I'm going to show you that. I'm a little frustrated with this project. This is the kind of knitter I am, though. I took this project with me to my retreat and I stitched on it in bed. This is a knit along that Farm Girl was hosting a year ago. Bonjour, hi. You can get this pattern on Ravelry for free, which I did. And I am using some Knit Picks yarn, the Capretta fingering, and then this Knit Picks, I don't know, mohair, I think it is, hand wash, Super Kid mohair. So these two held together, and it's beautiful, and it feels really nice. And so this is the collar, and then the increases are starting to come in down here where it will drape. So I'm at the point, and I've got some things. So this is a stitch marker, and I talked about this last time. I still don't know where the stitch marker came from, which is okay. I don't need to know. I think it came with an advent. Ooh, it's stuck. Anyway, these that I'm using as stitch markers, I actually purchased at the retreat. They're meant to be scissor fobs, but I was counting and needed them. So anyway, so I'm making one. Yeah, I'm going along, making one, and then I get to the end and count my stitches, and I'm like short stitches. I don't have enough. So then I'm supposed to, after I make my stitches, you know, knit like 4 rounds regular. So I'm just knitting along, and then I throw in a couple extra increases. We're going to run with it and see how that works. This is why I can't teach people to knit. So anybody that's like, hey, you need to teach me to knit. They don't say you need. Can you teach me to knit? I say no, because I am somebody who just kind of wings it. And I don't know if that's right. So it's a lot farther than it was the last time I showed it. Maybe I'll finish it by the end of the year. Maybe not, because it makes me mad when I make mistakes and I don't know how I make them. But I just keep going because I'm not a professional knitter. Boop. Next. Okay, so I said this last night to some of the stitchers I was with on the Zoom. I've been doing a little bit of stress yarn shopping, and I'm not going to bother with haul, though, I mean, I could, but I kind of cut the haul portion out of my videos over a year ago. But I'm going to show you this. Pardon me. It's another start. Sometimes Instagram ads get you. So if you're a small business and you think if if it's worth posting on Instagram for like $5, sometimes it is. So there's a fruit fly in this room and it is bothering me. I saw an ad on Instagram and I thought, that's great. Let me buy a whole blanket kit for a mystery knit along that's coming up by Cascade Yarns. It's a great idea. Let me do that. So this colorway is yellows. You can see there's this golden yellow, like a buttery yellow, a light gray, and a dark gray. And this colorway is called Grello, which I love. I love yellow, black, and gray together. So pretty. And so I got this. It literally came in the mail in one day because it comes from Plymouth, Michigan, which is not far away from me. So that was amazing. And there are 3 installments out now. I'm still working on the first installment, the first section. So it's a mystery knit along called Blanket of Many Stitches. You can get it for free by signing up for the Cascade Yarns newsletter. They just sent out installment 3 like last Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm not sure how many installments there are, to be honest. These are the kits, the colorways, the suggested colorways. And Plymouth Yarns, I'll try to remember to link them below, has the kits, or had the kits. This is the one that I'm using. And each installment, I think, has 4 sections. Blanket of Many Stitches, if I didn't say that. So the first ones, they come with written instructions. What I'm working on is the garter stitch border. And so I'm not even in the sections yet. And then there's a diagonal section, a dimple section, a checkerboard section. Oh, there's only 3. Okay, great. So the way the pattern is written, it's for like a small, like a lap blanket. I joined the Facebook group for this, and a lot of people were casting on extra stitches to make it bigger. So the original pattern calls for 200 cast on stitches. I am doing 270. Seemed like a good idea. And it is stitched. It is not stitched in the round, but it looks like it. So it's stitched. I've got them on circulars because I'm not going to do it on really long singles. And I'm just working on this right now. This needs to be 2 inches. It's not yet. It's so boring. It's so boring. And then the stitch markers are here because it has a garter stitch border as well. So however many this is, maybe like 10. It'll be 10 garter stitches up each side, and then this is like the long section. I need to get back to that, but every time I sat down to knit on it, it would really make me sleepy. What are you gonna do? Okay, I will get back to that eventually. Last thing I want to mention, 2 more things I want to mention. The second thing I just decided just now. There's a stitch along that Abby Bella Stitch is hosting for her birthday. So this is a fall Expo release, Nottingham by Kathy Barrick. It is beautiful. It is a big, beautiful girl. So I'm going to be starting this with her. I think it starts November 3rd. If I'm wrong, I'll definitely note that somewhere. Stitch with us for Abby's birthday. I am going to be stitching mine on this April Prim fabric by Ships Manor. This is what it looks like. Just super duper neutral. Kind of like a bluey beige. I don't know. Hopefully this, I think it fits. I should probably check those measurements and make sure. And I purchased, which is either a good idea or a bad idea, the silk pack from Vicki Clayton, Hand-Dyed Fibers. Ooh, look at that. You can't see the colors, but just trust me, they're great. This is on her website. I'll link it below if you're interested. I just don't know how, because this, okay. Think, Trisha. Because this sampler is charted, I think on 40 count. 40 count with NPS, 1 strand. I don't know exactly if this, I don't know if this is going to be enough silk. And so what I am considering doing is stitching my piece, which is going to be on 32 count, with 1 strand. The reason why is because, and this is how I just put everything into perspective now. So a couple years ago, Beth Twist did His Eyes on the Sparrow. And she did that on 28 count with 1 strand of whatever she used. I'll assume it's DMC, but that's my assumption. So if she can do 1 strand on 28 count and it's gorgeous, why can't I do 1 strand of silk on 32 count and have it be beautiful? I think I can. What do you think? So I'm really not trying to buy 2 silk packs. I mean, it was super reasonable. I could. I'm not trying to do that. November 3rd. Start with us. I'm so excited. Okay, last thing is a giveaway. I really wish I could have given this away sooner. This month for my Silk+Sonder journal, I received 2 in the mail, and I received my package probably a week and a half to 2 weeks ago, and I just didn't open it because it wasn't November yet, right? So when I opened it up, this is what it looks like. When I opened up my package a couple days ago, there were 2 in here in my package, and I was like, why am I getting 2 of these journals? This must be a mistake because they were identical. And then I rummaged around and found a note. Congrats, we've selected you this month to pay it forward. What's the secret to self-care success? Accountability. Staying motivated is way more fun and easy when you've got a friend Silk+Sondering alongside you. So this month, give your extra Silk+Sonder journal to a friend, colleague, or neighbor who could use a little extra #SonderLove. Then cheer each other on. So I have an extra November journal now. November is starting in 2 days on Monday. So you won't get it at the beginning of the month, but you'll get it shortly after because I'm going to make it a pretty short time frame. Because I really want to give this to somebody who wants to try it. I'll also put my referral code down in the bottom, and I have done a Silk+Sonder flip through and fill out, and I've been meaning to do them monthly, but I never even touched my October journal. That's how sometimes self-care goes. But I want to give this away. So leave me a comment below with Silk+Sonder in it, and I will choose somebody. I will ship this anywhere in the United States for free. If you are overseas, if you're international, if you're from anywhere outside of the United States and you want to get in on this, that's great. I will do it, but I am going to ask you to go halvesies on shipping. And shipping pretty much anywhere now, first class package is like 16, 17 bucks. So we can talk that out if you're interested, but I will ship it for free within the United States. So just let me know that you're interested in the Silk+Sonder journal, and I will random comment somebody. Oh, okay. So rules. You have to be 18 or over, please. I'd like it if you were a subscriber. That would be amazing. Please don't mention giveaway because I don't want some rando coming to get it. If it gets lost in the mail, I'm taking this straight off Bendy. If it gets lost in the mail, I'm not going to compensate you for it. It is free. It is a giveaway. This to me does not have any monetary value, so I can't replace it. But I seriously doubt that's going to happen. So, yay! Oh, you have to be willing to give me an address to send it to. Okay, that's all I have. I want to get back to stitching. I am spending today not doing a lot except for stitching because that's how Saturdays should be. So I hope you all are having an amazing weekend. For those of you that celebrate Halloween, it's tomorrow at the time of this recording. I hope you have an amazing Halloween. Get all the trick-or-treaters or get all the candy. I'm just hoping it stops raining soon because it's rainy and cold right now. Thank you all for watching and subscribing and commenting and being here and sticking with me for all of these years. Stay stitchy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.